Hey, thanks very much. And Tim, I know you've credited the move to Extreme Couture for the turnaround that you've had, but is there anything in particular that you worked on that has been really key for those recent successes?
No, I don't think so. I think the main thing is just working with the practice partners I have out there is you can't get away with anything. They keep you honest, and if you have bad habits, you're gonna have a bad day. So it just took, you can't get rid of bad habits overnight. So it just took some time, and bad habits to turn into normal habits. Not maybe good habits, but they weren't bad anymore.
And it's obviously taken you to a title fight here this weekend. Is there any frustration, though, on your part that it's an interim title and that Bellator allowed Bader to jump into that light heavyweight Grand Prix, even though he no longer holds the title there?
Um, no, I don't know about frustration. I'm counting this as a title. Everyone else can put interim in front of it. Moldavsky is a championship level fighter. This is a championship level fight, and I think we're both of us are thinking this is a title fight.
All right. Well, best of luck in it come Friday.
All right, thank you.
Maria?
Hi, Tim. Maria with Throwing Bows Podcast. How are you today?
Doing good.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask you a question that your opponent didn't quite like, and you kind of already touched on with the idea that you are fighting for an interim title. And while you've already said that, for you, it's a title, regardless of the interim is in front of it or not, a lot of fighters that find themselves in this position still feel a need once they win that interim belt to unify the belts. Do you have any feeling about that? Do you feel like there's going to be a need to unify the belt once you win, or are you just kind of good with what it is?
I guess I'm kind of good with what it is. Kind of goes back to my mind of thinking this is a belt. You can put interim in front of it. Either way, me and Ryan the winner is going to be fighting Ryan either way. And yeah, I don't know. I think this is a title fight. It hasn't been, because the heavyweight title hasn't been fought for in almost 2 years or over 2 years. So yeah, I think I can go ahead and consider it a title fight.
Awesome. And last one from me, Valentin is obviously a very dangerous fight for you. Is there anything in particular in his game that you have focused on during your preparations for this fight? Or are you going in feeling really, really confident in the game plan that you and your team have put together?
Yeah, I focus on his whole game plan a lot because it's the same game plan I have. He fights the same way I do. It doesn't matter who can do it better.
Mills?
Hey, how's it going, Tim? This is MMA Locker Room, part of Pub Sports Radio. Let's speak about your little resurgence of your career real quick in Bellator. I mean, right hook, Tyrell Fortune, ground and pound over Mitrione, decision win over Congo. Has your mentality changed now since you're stepping back into this Bellator ring? And also, I'm going with you on the fight card, man. Underdog money at plus 240. If I was to put you with one other fighter on the card, who do you predict's going to win this coming Friday?
Um, well, I'm going to stick with, just because military. You guys go with Liz, just because you got to back up your military. I guess nothing's really changed except got some confidence back. I kind of had a couple bad fights there, and it's easy to start getting down on yourself. And I've been saying this for a long time, even before my Tyrell fight. I mean, I know physically it's always there, or I can go out there and fight. It just sometimes, biggest opponents yourself. Mentally, just got to make sure that I'm ready to go.
Ronald?
This is Ronald E. Smith from Getting Real. Tim, how are you doing, man?
You're doing good.
A couple of days ago, we celebrated Father's Day, and you celebrate yourself being a dad. So I would love to know what does it mean for you, Tim? What does it mean to be a father?
I couldn't answer that question 8 months ago. Now it's I can't imagine a world without my little girl. Everything is thought around her. And maybe that has something to do with my resurgence in fighting as well. It used to be I just went out there and fought for myself. Now I'm fighting for her and our family. Providing a better life.
And what has this training camp been to you so far? Have you had to change anything up for it?
Yeah, I had to change a lot of diapers. But no, it's been a up and down. This is the first training camp with having a baby with my daughter being here, so we definitely had to iron out some details, just kind of get things figured out a little differently. It wasn't like it was the old fight camps of old, but I think we found a good happy medium, and yeah, put a great camp together.
All right, we'll take a couple more here. Jeff.
Jeff Brantley from the Man in the Cage podcast. Tim, you've had a long career. You've fought in a bunch of big names. Now you get a chance at a title. How does it feel to get that title shot now at this point of your career, and just reflect on your journey a little bit to this point?
It feels great. On top of everything else, sometimes MMA can be a little political. Sometimes people don't get the opportunities they can because of name power or followers, or for whatever reasons they're just dry. It's nice that I think it was a well-deserving opportunity for me. Racked off three great wins, and was able to get the opportunity to fight for a belt.
Thanks and good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Michael.
Hey, Tim, thank you very much for your time. You've been active inside the MMA industry for almost 11 years. On Friday, you will have the biggest opportunity so far in your career. On the other side of that case is going to be Valentin Moldavsky. What do you think will be the biggest challenge you may face in this fight, facing Valentin Moldavsky?
Probably his youth. He's young, spry, full of that piss and vinegar, and he's got that mentality of a young fighter. He's untouchable. Sometimes that can be a hindrance, but for him right now, I don't think it is. This goes into the same category as confidence. His confidence through the roof, along with mine, and we'll just kind of see how it all turns out.
Thank you very much, and good luck on Friday.
Yep, thank you.
Last one, Suki.
Hey, Tim, nice to talk to you. Big question here. So, Sambo's getting really popular in MMA, especially in Bellator right now. So with that American wrestling background, do you feel like a bit more added pressure, or even just the idea of going out and proving that, you can stand that test and pretty much prove you're better than him?
Well, I didn't, but thanks. No, Sambo is a great, equalizer of wrestling. I honestly think so. In MMA wrestling, it's different than American wrestling. And with MMA wrestling, with more upper body, more Greco, kind of more clinch work type wrestling, Sambo really kind of levels the playing field with that. I think my Minikoff fight can attest to that. But maybe there's a little bit of pride there, and hopefully I can get a couple better of those exchanges once takedown exchanges.
All right. Thanks for the time, Tim. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you.